Welcome to the aftermath of one of the wildest nights in wrestling history, AAA Triplemania XXXIII. This was not just another event on the calendar, it was a spectacle that left everyone in attendance buzzing with excitement and disbelief. August 17, 2025 will be remembered as the night the Arena Ciudad de Mexico erupted with energy and chaos. Fans from all over the world packed the stands, their voices echoing through the arena, creating an electric atmosphere that could be felt in every corner. This wasn't just a wrestling show, it was a celebration of Lucha Libre's rich tradition, a showcase of international talent, and a battleground for bitter rivalries that had been brewing for months. The passion of the fans and the intensity of the competitors made it a night to remember. The main event, a fatal four-way for the AAA Mega Championship, promised mayhem, and delivered even more. The anticipation was palpable as the crowd waited to see which superstar would emerge victorious from the chaos. 4 unique athletes entered: El Hijo del Vikingo, the reigning king, whose high-flying style has captivated fans worldwide; Dominik Mysterio, the ultimate villain, determined to prove he belongs at the top of the wrestling world; Dragon Lee, the global superstar, whose speed and agility have made him a fan favorite across continents; and the unpredictable El Grande Americano, a wild card whose presence alone guaranteed surprises. No countouts, no disqualifications, anything could happen, and it did. The rules were thrown out the window as chaos spilled both inside and outside the ring, with bodies flying and chairs crashing. The night also saw shocking returns from Omos and Otis, 2 giants who made their presence felt in dramatic fashion. And as if that wasn't enough, 2 new champions were crowned, shaking up AAA's landscape and leaving fans in awe. But all eyes were on the main event, where alliances shattered in an instant, chaos reigned supreme, and the unexpected became reality. Every moment was unpredictable, every move could change the outcome. The story everyone will remember is the jaw-dropping conclusion to the fatal four-way, and the arrival of a shocking guest who changed the course of the night. The crowd's reaction said it all. Pure shock and exhilaration. Triplemania XXXIII wasn't just a show, it was a turning point for AAA, setting the stage for new rivalries, unexpected alliances, and unforgettable moments that will be talked about for years to come. Let's dive into the chaos that defined this unforgettable night, and relive the moments that made Triplemania XXXIII a true milestone in wrestling history. Let's meet the 4 men who stepped into the spotlight, each with a burning desire to etch their name in wrestling history. These warriors risked everything for the AAA Mega Championship, a title that represents not just victory, but the heart and soul of Lucha Libre itself. First, El Hijo del Vikingo, the reigning champion. He's a high-flying phenomenon, dazzling crowds with gravity-defying moves and redefining what it means to be a luchador. Every title defense is a new chapter in his legacy, and tonight the pressure is higher than ever. Then there's Dirty Dominik Mysterio, WWE's Intercontinental champion. Determined to step out of his legendary father's shadow, Dominik has embraced his ruthless side. He's not just here to win, he's here to prove he's a force to be feared, a villain who will stop at nothing for more gold. Dragon Lee, a second-generation luchador and global champion, enters with a unique blend of lucha tradition and hard-hitting strong style. His mission is clear: to reclaim AAA's top spot and honor his family's legacy, fighting with both heart and ferocity. And finally, El Grande Americano, a true wildcard. Draped in red, white, and blue, he's unpredictable, dangerous, and always ready to bend the rules. His presence alone adds an element of chaos, making every moment in the ring a potential game-changer. Each man brought a unique style, a different motive, and a burning ambition. This wasn't just a match, it was a collision of generations, ideologies, and dreams, where every move could shift the balance of power. The stakes? Legacy, pride, and the right to call themselves the best in AAA. For the fans, it was a chance to witness history. For the wrestlers, it was everything. With no rules, no safety nets, and everything on the line, the arena was electric. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation, as everyone knew this battle would define careers and change destinies. Only one could leave as champion, but no one would leave unchanged. The scars, the memories, and the glory would last a lifetime. The war for the Mega Championship was about to begin, and the world was watching, breathless, for history to be made. The bell rang, and chaos erupted instantly. No slow build, just pure action. The energy in the arena was electric, with fans on their feet, shouting and waving signs as the wrestlers wasted no time launching into a frenzy. Every corner of the ring became a battleground, and the crowd could barely keep up with the breakneck pace. Vikingo soared outside, taking out Dragon Lee and El Grande Americano, while Dominik tried a sneaky pin, only to eat a super kick. Bodies flew everywhere, and the action spilled out of the ring, blurring the line between the competitors and the roaring audience. Every move felt bigger than the last, and the stakes were sky-high. Weapons flew. Chairs, tables, guardrails, nothing was off-limits. The sound of steel crashing echoed through the arena, and the wrestlers showed no hesitation in using anything they could get their hands on. It was a no-holds-barred brawl, and the fans loved every second. El Grande Americano used brute force, slamming Dragon Lee onto steel, while Dominik brutalized opponents with a chair. The violence escalated with every passing moment, and the pain etched on the wrestlers' faces told the story of a match that pushed everyone to their limits. The action was relentless, with alliances forming and breaking in seconds. One moment, two wrestlers would team up to take down a rival, and the next, they'd turn on each other, desperate for victory. No one could be trusted, and every second brought a new twist. At one point, multiple masked El Grande Americanos stormed the ring, trying to rig the match. But Vikingo and Dragon Lee fought them off with synchronized top rope dives, electrifying the crowd. The arena shook as fans erupted, witnessing a spectacle that felt larger than life. Every time someone gained an edge, another competitor cut them off, keeping the suspense sky-high. The momentum shifted constantly, and nobody could predict who would come out on top. This wasn't just a match, it was a wild, unpredictable street fight between four of the world's best. The rules were thrown out the window, and every second was a test of willpower, creativity, and sheer toughness. The Mexico City crowd was on fire, witnessing mayhem at its finest. Their cheers and chants fueled the chaos, making this night one that would be remembered in wrestling history for years to come. Just as the chaos peaked, Dominik Mysterio's Judgment Day allies, Finn Balor and JD McDonagh, stormed in, tilting the odds in his favor. They dismantled Dragon Lee and distracted Vikingo, giving Dominik a clear path to victory. But the LWO wasn't far behind. Their music hit, and they charged in, turning the match into a full-blown WWE faction war on AAA turf. The arena exploded as LWO and Judgment Day brawled around the ring, creating a wild backdrop for the main event. With the outside interference temporarily neutralized, the four competitors refocused on the prize. The boundaries between promotions blurred, adding another layer of drama and spectacle. This was more than a title match. It was a collision of worlds, factions, and legacies. Triplemania had become the epicenter of wrestling's greatest rivalries. With the factions brawling backstage, the focus returned to the exhausted four in the ring. Dominik seized his moment, sending Vikingo crashing through a table and isolating Dragon Lee. With the referee distracted, Dominik pulled out a hidden weapon, delivering a loaded headbutt that knocked Dragon Lee out cold. He followed up with a flawless frog splash, channeling Eddie Guerrero, and hooked the leg for the pin. The crowd held its breath. 1, 2, Dominik was seconds from victory. His plan had worked. He was about to become AAA Mega Champion. The arena was stunned, ready to witness a new era. But in wrestling, nothing is certain until the final bell. Dominik's triumph was within reach, but fate had one last twist in store. The biggest shock of the night was about to hit. Suddenly, the arena went dark. Blue and white lights flashed. "I am phenomenal" appeared on the screen. AJ Styles stood on the apron, shocking everyone. Weeks earlier, Dominik had cheated Styles out of the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam, and now AJ was here for payback. Styles stormed the ring, yanking Dominik off Dragon Lee and breaking up the pin at the last second. The crowd erupted, turning on Dominik and rallying behind AJ. This wasn't about titles, it was personal revenge. Styles wasn't representing WWE or AAA, he was here to make Dominik pay. In one unforgettable moment, the lines between promotions vanished, and vengeance took center stage. Dominik's dream was shattered by the very man he'd wronged. The ultimate betrayal was unfolding, and the match's fate had changed forever. Triplemania's main event had just become legendary. AJ Styles wasted no time. Dominik pleaded, but AJ unleashed a furious assault. A Pele kick, a brutal forearm, and then the exclamation point, the Styles Clash, right in the center of the ring. Dominik was left motionless, his championship hopes destroyed. Styles rolled out, helping the referee up, ensuring the match would end cleanly. The crowd roared, knowing the tide had turned. With Dominik out, Dragon Lee and El Grande Americano were down, and Vikingo was stirring outside. AJ's interference had rewritten the ending, giving the champion a chance to reclaim his throne. The betrayal was complete, and the path was clear for a dramatic finish. The main event had become a story of revenge, resilience, and redemption. The final act was about to begin. Vikingo, battered but unbroken, pulled himself up and saw his chance. He climbed the turnbuckle, the crowd rising with him, and launched his breathtaking 630 splash onto Dominik. The referee counted 1, 2, 3. El Hijo del Vikingo had survived the war, retaining his AAA Mega Championship. The arena exploded in celebration as Vikingo held his title high, confetti raining down. He had overcome chaos, interference, and betrayal to remain king. This victory was the defining moment of his reign. Vikingo stood tall, exhausted but triumphant, as the fans chanted his name. Triplemania XXXIII had crowned a true champion. Triplemania XXXIII will be remembered as a night where anything could happen. Shocking returns, new champions, and unforgettable moments defined the event. The main event was a masterpiece. 4 unique talents, no rules, and faction warfare spilling into the ring. AJ Styles' surprise appearance and revenge on Dominik created a crossover moment for the ages. Vikingo's resilient victory cemented his legacy, while Dominik played the perfect villain. This night was a triumph for everyone involved, a celebration of wrestling's wild unpredictability. Triplemania XXXIII wasn't just a show, it was a legacy of mayhem, drama, and unforgettable storytelling. The world of wrestling will be talking about this night for years to come.